best high flyers.
My top 5 high flyers.
Top 5 high flyers.
My top 5 high flyers. Right.
High flyers.
Number 4. My number 4. It's someone who in this modern time would not be classified as a high flyer. But back when he was around, Shawn Michaels, the Rockers days when they would jump off the top rope, jump off the rope, drop kicks everywhere. They were the original super kick party. But yeah, it's got to be Shawn. I know I'm talking about the Rockers, but I've got to pick one, and I'm picking Shawn because just his move. Bret used to do a middle rope elbow drop, and that was a high flying move. Shawn be doing is some moonsault, never landed it, but doing this moonsault, getting catch every time. He's not a small guy, but he runs around and acts like a small guy and does some amazing things. So yeah, because of that, Shawn.
Going back to the years of WCW, I've got to go with Juventud Guerrera. Now, this guy was, of course, overshadowed by another high flyer who, if you know me, you know he's going to come up in this list. So we'll talk about him later. But Juventud Guerrera was easily, for me, the second best high flyer of his generation. And what was interesting is that during the 5 ordeals of Jericho that they did on AEW a few years ago, Juventud came out, old man, but man, he could still go. He really could still go. And the stuff he was doing in the WCW days between kind of 96 to 2000, I mean, along with the guy who I'm going to mention later, they were reinventing what wrestling was. His rivalry with Jericho was legendary in WCW. The guy just didn't have bad matches. He was one of a kind.
All right. Next up, gonna go Juicing from the Liger. Again, we talk about a pioneer of high flying, a man that's been everywhere, a man that's been honored everywhere, a man that's got respect everywhere. Gotta talk about Juicing from the Liger. I mean, even to this day, he's still having matches that could be considered, up there. Like in New Japan, he's done now. He's finished his career, but he went out on a high. Yeah, and this is a man that really all of the other high flyers would probably not exist if he didn't exist, so therefore he's got to be on the list.
In at number 4 is another WCW classic, but a classic name in the history of wrestling, and that is the Ultimo Dragon. The guy is just amazing. Japanese legend, as far as I'm concerned, but it's not just in Japan. He's done it in ECW, he's done it in WCW. He had a short stint in WWF as well, at the time WWE, but he just knows his way around the ring and the ropes. It's lore with him that you're going to get an interesting highlight reel, and that's a reason why he has to be in the conversation of one of the top high flyers and even wrestlers. If I'm honest, Ultimo Dragon is definitely in the conversation for top 5 high flyers.
I'm going to go for a legend here, and I want to say Ricky Steamboat, because the flying crossbody was part of his moves, part of his arsenal, and if not the signature, his finisher. So definitely got to go with a legend in there, throwing it in, and that's the Dragon Ricky Steamboat for me.